Hello, friends, and welcome to another video lesson from DBOS Talks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of new uploads. This video is in the playlist called Linux Tutorial, and he'll be learning about copy and paste commands in VI. Okay, so copy and paste. Let me just copy and paste commands in VI. But those will not be the commands themselves, but anyway, we'll be using them within the context of the VI text editor of Linux. Okay, so I will just show you here the commands that we shall be learning. So on the left is the command, to the right is the action it does. So YWY is it's a term in Unix and then inherited by Linux. So Y means yank, but that's the one used for copying, while P happens to be also P, but it means put, but it is used for pasting. So anyway, if you want to simplify it, it's just copy and paste. So to copy a word, then you will say YW. And then if you will copy a line, you will just say YY. And as a variant of that, if you want to expand that functionality, if you want to copy multiple lines, then you will just precede the YY with the number that you have in mind. If you want to copy 3 lines, then it's 3YY. If it's 5 lines, 5YY, and so on. And for pasting whatever you have copied, which is in the clipboard, then you will just press P. All of these can only be used while you are in VI and you are in command mode. Okay, just remember that. Now we shall open the same file that we have been working on in the previous videos. Okay. Right. So as you know, once you enter, after issuing a VI command, you enter the file in command mode. So it's now ready for you, it's ready to accept any of the aforementioned commands that I've showed you. Okay. So again, we shall be learning about copying and pasting within VI. So let's just say I want to copy, let's just start with copying a word. Same as in deleting, the rule here is if you want to copy the whole word, then you must be at the very first character of that word. Right now, if I'm moving my cursor, if you can see it, I'm at the letter H, which is the first letter of the word handy. So if I want to copy the whole word, then I should position my cursor here, okay? So I will do, let's say, YW, and you would think that nothing happened just because, but it's because we are in command mode, but something happened. The whole word handy has been copied to the clipboard in the memory. And then now if you move this somewhere else and you type a letter P, then it will paste whatever you have copied. Okay. So again, we did a YW, which is a copying of a whole word. But the caveat there is that your cursor must be positioned to the very left of the first character of the word, okay? And so that you'll be able to capture the whole word. Otherwise, it will only capture or copy from the position of to the left of the letter that where you are positioned. That it won't. I'll show you. Example, if I am here, let's say I'm here in this word breeze, but I'm somewhere in the middle, not at the start of the word. If I do a YW, it will not copy the whole word. Okay. Remember, I am to the left of E. Okay. So if I go here, anywhere, maybe here, and then I paste. See, it did not copy the whole word breeze because I wasn't positioned at the very beginning of the word. Okay. So that's YW, which is copying a word. Next, we shall learn how to copy a line. Okay. So that will be with the use of YY. So this time, because it's copying the whole line, it doesn't matter where you are within the line. It could be at the beginning, at the end, or in the middle. Okay, so like for this instance, we are here somewhere in the middle of the line. When I say middle, I don't exactly mean at the very center of it, but not neither at the beginning nor at the end of the line. Okay, somewhere there. And then I will do a YY. And again, as if nothing happened, but in fact, Linux has copied the whole line, which is the one that begins with the word head and tail, just remember that. So I go somewhere else, and then I do a P, okay, and it pastes here just below my current line, the whole line which I copied, which is from the beginning, from the word head and tail, all the way to the end of that line. So it has copied. Okay, so that is YY for copying the whole line. If you remember in my previous video, I taught you about how to delete lines, and it's D. Here it's YY for copying, yank. Okay, so that's the second one that we have covered so far. The third example we are going to be looking at is a variant form of the copying of a line, which is copying multiple lines, which I've showed you at the very beginning of the video. Okay, so let's just say I wanted to copy three lines, let's say from here all the way to the third. Then I shall be positioning here, and then I will do a 3YY, that is copying three lines. Okay, and then you would think again that nothing happened, but in fact, it is put in the memory, in the clipboard, the three lines that you have just copied. Okay, so if I go somewhere here, it should copy from we shall all the way to this line of the toolbox. Okay, I go here and then I do a P. Okay, so we see that the first line is here, the second line is here, head and tail, the third line is here, toolbox. Okay, so there you go. We have learned in this short video the copy and paste commands of VI, of Linux VI, text editor. And to sum it all up, we learned how to copy a word, which is YW. And we took note that you have to be positioned at the very start of the word in order to capture the whole word. Otherwise, if you're not at the very beginning of the word, if you do YW, it only copies from your position to the left of that starting point. And then it from your position all the way to the right, that's what it copies. And then if second is we learn how to copy a line, which is using the command YY. And finally, we learned about the variant form of copying a line, which is copying multiple lines. So we'll just preceding the YY with a number value, numeric value of whatever the number of lines we intend to copy. Okay? Thank you for watching and listening. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and click the bell. And I will be seeing you in the next video.